Hello, welcome. This will be a channeled message, hopefully for somebody. This is going to be a tarot reading. I started a video before and I had pulled a couple of cards. A couple of cards came out, but then somebody knocked on my door, so it was interrupted. I'm restarting. The interruption may be an important part of this message, but we'll see. So, yeah, let's see if there's anything that would be helpful for somebody to know at this time. Nothing came out that time, so yeah, it's interesting. Maybe there's, oh, there we go. Okay. Whew. Okay, so we've got 4 cards that just flew out. So we have the Ten of Swords. Ooh. We have Temperance and the Queen of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, if we look at these together, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, this is a struggle, intellectual struggle, a mental struggle of some kind. As you can see in the card, there's, yeah, this is pretty dark, but there's 2 characters like attacking this guy with the swords, which can be seen. It could be a reference to what is happening externally, but I like to read it as something that's happening internally. Although, as within, so without, it could be both. Temperance, this lovely lady is holding a vessel of some kind, walking down the stairs. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. In this one, there's 2 characters, a man and a woman, who is being helped by, given a cup. Another person is giving a cup to the man in the photo. They're receiving assistance, receiving love, receiving help from like an outside force. So yeah, it feels that there's like perhaps this like mental anguish at this time. Something on the inside is feeling like tumultuous, and that temperance is really called upon at this time. This energy, this archetype, the idea that different energies, when they are blended and mixed, that something balanced needs to come out of it. That what is being asked of you right now is that something meet in the middle. Something meets in the middle, a middle point. And that perhaps you do need help from the outside right now. That it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to receive help. It's okay to receive nourishment from the outside. This could also be just within your personal life, like within your intimate life, that you need nourishment from the outside. So perhaps you are unable to give it to yourself, like because of the mental anguish that you're going through. So like the food that you put in your body, like the water that you drink, and maybe anything that you put on your skin, be like a really nourishing thing for you right now. Yeah, okay. And then we have the Queen of Wands. This is a highly creative archetype. As you can see, she's playing, I don't know what that would be called. Lyre is what came to my brain, but I don't know if that's what the instrument is called. But it's like an older version of a guitar. Um, Probably sounds a lot different though. And she's reading music, so she's accessing her creative wealth that she has within her, that is her natural birthright. And perhaps this is the thing that you need to draw upon right now as well. And that, like, the nourishing aspects of your life, or the aspects of your life, need to be tempered to create like an equilibrium for you right now. Yeah, let's see if we can add more to this or clarify this energy right now. Is that two? No, it's just one card. The Four of Wands. Interestingly, there's looks like 7 women in this card. It almost looks like the same, it's like different versions of the same person. So, what I'm getting from this, yeah, it's interesting that there's like one version of this person is standing in front of the others. Like she's the one being put, she's the one ultimately being perceived or being put in the center or the spotlight. And perhaps that's what you're feeling right now, that like there's only one kind of what's like there's one aspect of yourself that is being perceived by others right now, and it's almost like it is an aspect of you, like it's an authentic aspect of you, but they're not seeing the other parts. They're not seeing the larger picture that makes up the whole. And I'm also getting this, that like the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. That might be important. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. So like the aspects, the individual aspects of yourself, when they come together, are much greater. They're much bigger. They're much more sound than each of the parts. I'm going to see if I can get some more clarity on this. Yeah. That was too many cards. Okay. I'm also getting maybe from the Four of Wands that there's like certain aspects of yourself that are relegated. I want to say shadows, but I don't mean that in the sense that like they are your shadow aspects, but they're not able to be seen right now. Maybe that's purposeful. Maybe that's an intention that you have set. It's something that you deliberately want, because it doesn't feel appropriate or safe to be seen in the other ways. This is the Star, which is represented by this like feminine being in the sky, and her clothing is covered in stars, and she's looking down at a building of some kind. So yeah, this can be like coming into alignment. There's 2 major arcana cards, so the Temperance card and the Star card. So tempering the aspects of yourself, which I think that is connected to the Four of Wands. There's different aspects of yourself that might be in conflict with one another. It's definitely a mental conflict in one aspect, but but they are all related to the psyche. They're different aspects of the psyche that are needing to like merge. They're needing to meet in the middle somewhere. And this is how your alignment comes through, or how you uh, how you align with the path that you were divinely given. Also with the star card, it's like this idea that like you are the star of your own life. You are the star of your own life. You may not be the star in other people's lives, but you are the star of your own life. And maybe it's important to remember that. Let's see if any other clarifying messages need to come out. The Five of Swords. In this photo, or in this depiction, there's a woman and she's walking alone at dusk or at night, and she's pondering. She's also like, she's pondering, but she's looking at the path ahead. So she's understanding the need to perceive the path ahead, but connect with herself, connect with her inner knowing, connect with her emotions, well, intellect, her mental fortitude to continue on the path forward. And yeah, so I feel like, yeah, this reading is all about like the connecting with the different aspects of the self. Perhaps some aspects of yourself feel disjointed, or like there's certain aspects of yourself that you've felt for many years were disjointed, and perhaps now you're realizing that they're not, that those are integral components of your psyche, and by pushing them always to the shadows, you're missing a very integral, I want to say, you're missing a very integral component of yourself that maybe doesn't have all the answers, but has an answer for the circumstance that you're feeling at this moment. And maybe there is like, there's pressure and like chaos in your outer reality with other people, and you realize that if there's chaos within yourself, that it's not going to help you, it's not going to aid you in this the relationships that you have in your outer life. It's not going to help you move through whatever you need to move through with those with the people on the outside, who are acquaintances or family, and those that you're having conflict with right now. Okay. Eight of Cups. There's a man on a boat, and he's sailing away with what looks like away, or maybe he's coming towards the shore with many belongings in his boat. It looks like there's maybe different treasures and keepsakes and things that he's holds close to his heart in there. So it could be this idea of like sailing to distant shores, or calmer. Well, the water looks pretty calm in this. The water is calm. Or that there's a need to tether, to anchor anchor yourself to your belongings. I don't know what that means, but like the material things that you have in the material world. I'm getting that there's something that's really important to you in a material sense, And I'm not saying this in a negative way. And maybe you need to take steps to tether those things to yourself, to safeguard them. It has something to do with like the mental anguish that you're going through right now. Can I have more clarity on this? The High Priestess, intuition. You're being asked to like really listen to your intuition when it comes to these material things. The mental components of yourself that are in chaos. And maybe they're in disarray because of your outer reality, because of the belongings or material things. There's something along the lines of like, I don't know, to keep a notebook of your belongings, possessions. I don't know what that means. So the Eight of Swords and the Page of Cups. So Eight of Swords, there's these mermaid-like beings looking down at this man who looks like he's laying on the bottom of the ocean, and he's kind of, yeah, he looks kind of deathly, like it's like this don't give up. Don't give up. This is the energy of giving up, or just like relenting to the situation, to the circumstances. You need to use your intuition here. If you are wanting to give up, to just like sidestep the issues, to like bypass the issues and just like, I don't want to deal with that, like I just want peace, it might not bring peace in the end. And that there is like, there is happiness and joy and celebration like around the corner. Yeah, like this page energy is like, learning something new, bringing in something new in the realm of the emotions and in the realm of the senses and feeling, and that like you're not going to be feeling this. This is temporary, and it may not feel temporal. It may feel really, really unstable at this time. But balance is really called for right now. And don't give up and don't give in to the and take what seems like the easy path. I mean, do what you want. I'm not telling you don't need to listen to me. Like, first and foremost, listen to your intuition and do what makes the most sense for you. But that's just what I'm getting from the cards. Whew, feels like a lot. It's a lot of yeah, that's a lot. I want to pull a couple of oracle cards to see if we can kind of bring this reading together in a more cohesive way. And the song that's coming through for some reason is "Whistle While You Work." La 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 la. Maybe you are feeling like not doing the work, the physical work that, like, just the day-to-day stuff, chores, and maybe it would help to bring just a little bit of a lightheartedness to those things that you need to do that feel like they're piling up, and there's a long list of them, and just make it fun. Whistle while you work. I guess. Completion. Okay. Yeah, okay. So going back to the swords, the 10 of swords, like this is culminating. This is a culmination of so many feelings and I can't find that swords card anymore. It disappeared. Where'd it go? There it is. 10 of swords. Completion. Like 10 is, completing a cycle. And oh, as you can see, there's a snake that's making this circular image on this card. So you are coming to the completion of this energy that's moving through your life. And if you make the necessary steps in all aspects of your life, um, these things are going to dissipate and, or, transmute. The snake transmutation is the, you know, the thing associated with snake. Um, Also, snake is connected to the fiery elements. We had a few, I was going to say, I thought this was a lot of wands energy, but it's kind of like a mix of different energies. And that's what I feel like I keep talking about balance. This is asking for balance at this time because we have all these different aspects interplaying with one another. And that's what could make things feel so chaotic, is like there's all this happening in your outer like material, in the material world, and then there's things happening in here, and it's hard to synthesize them. But maybe pick something that some practice that is going to help with each of those different aspects of your life. Um, I don't know. It could be meditation if like you're having a hard time with like your mental realm. Quieting the mind could be a good idea. When it comes to like the body and movement, dance, even singing, that's like, I feel like it's a creative as well as a mental and an embodied practice. I was just looking at the time and I saw 2 2 2 2, so twos could be really important. Let's see if another card wants to come out here, and then I'm gonna try to wrap this up. I hope this made even a little bit of sense. Like, completion is, I feel like that's really positive, even though there's like a lot of density here. The sacrifice. Interesting. Don't know if I've ever pulled this card. I'm getting maybe that something needs to be given away, given up, given to the divine. Something needs to be offered. Something that you thought maybe you couldn't do before. Give something up. I don't know if that's resonating. I might just read the card, the sacrifice. To make sacred. Sacrifice means to make sacred. The sacrifice is an offering of gratitude made from the heart, a feast of love prepared for spirit. In olden days, sacrifices sometimes involved rituals to the gods. For example, in the Bible, Yahweh preferred Abel's sacrifice of one of his lambs to Cain's offering of vegetables and fruits. In Middle America, Quetzalcoatl, the Lord of the Dawn, came to teach that spirit preferred our songs and our prayers to the blood of humans or animals. Yeah, I was just talking about singing. The sacrifice asks that you offer to spirit that which is most precious to you. Your offering will be sanctified and returned tenfold. You will be elevated to the altar at which you have been praying and meet the divine at the table with the heavenly feast. You are a welcome guest in this banquet. Your heart is the only worthy offering you can bring. Life has been generous with you in so many ways. So yeah, like an offering of the heart. It could be something physical. It could be, like it says that is most precious to you. And that's a hard thing to do. I'm not asking you to give anything away that you really couldn't part with, but I don't know. a crystal. Um, a few years ago, I would go to this place in the forest and I would bring like little offerings, like a crystal, and I would put it on this like tree stump that I, um, pretended was my altar, which then became my altar. Just because it's a pretense doesn't mean it's not real. Um, and I would pray and I would sit with it and I would leave it. And yeah, it's just like an exchange of energy for asking for guidance or for protection in this next leg of the journey. But yeah, completion is on the way. I hope this resonated. Thank you for listening, and I will see you soon.